Hello! Galactic Loot Crate. By which I mean galactic is the theme of this month's Loot Crate, not that this came from the stars or something, although it may as well have done for the amount of time it's taken me to get hold of it, because I wasn't at home to receive the parcel because I was off at Eurogamer looking at all them new video games, except the popular ones, because you have to queue for hours to play them, and seriously, life's too goddamn short. Of the ones I did play, Alien Isolation was very impressive on the Oculus Rift, bit of virtual reality terrifyingness, and Eminence, Xander's Tales, which is like a mobile phone triple triad from the old Final Fantasy games with all loads of cool art design and games and things attached. Yeah, actually check that out. I'll stick a link somewhere. It's really good to the extent that I'm slightly obsessed with it and trying to convince them to do a card based on me. But anyway, that is irrelevant, for it is the Crate of Loot. And it's galactic, which either means A, it's all going to be science fiction stuff, or C, it's just full of space dust or something. Right, I've already cut the plastic sellotape stuff. Looking at it, I think I did. Yes, I have. Definitely have, because it's coming up. 3, 2, 1. What's in the box? Stripy socks, which was a advertising campaign for fast food or something, I can't remember. Anyway, I can see what's in it and you can't from this angle. They're doing a lot of interesting designs on the inside of the boxes. We'll have a look at that at the end, obviously, because, you know, I have to take everything out first. And oh my god, it's a bloody tribble. A ginger tribble, the finest of all tribbles. Yeah, well, if you're not familiar with tribbles, back in the early days of Star Trek, in the 60s and that, they had an episode called, I think, The Trouble with Tribbles, where they had lots of these little aliens that are just basically furballs, and they cause trouble because they massively multiply. Ooh. I was expecting to have to pull that and then cut some sellotape off, but no. Yeah, it's literally just a ball of hair with, oh, completely ruined by this massive bloody, oh my god, look at that. Well, I'm going to cut that off immediately, therefore ruining any value, but meaning it's actually a nice thing to have. Yes, genuinely like that. I even like the box. I'm quite impressed. What does it smell of? Tribble-tastic. Yeah, that's good. I can throw that at my girlfriend and freak her out. I'm quite happy with that. Close lid, put to one side, destroy later. Next up, oh my god! My god, like Ralph from The Simpsons there, wasn't it? Sprint Sybil Kimster me. Ah! Seriously, guys, the bloody reaction alien figures. I already have the entire set of these. Oh, God, I've dropped stuff on the floor. I already have the entire set of these, what I've gone, done and bought. I will be featuring them in a video later. But I love these things. For starters, my favourite thing in the world almost are 3.25-inch action figures, so that's a nice start. And these are based on designs from the 70s where Kenner were going to make alien action figures and they never did, and then somebody like found the moulds and actually made them, and here we are. And this is indeed H.R. Giger's Alien. I discovered after he died his surname is pronounced Giger. Never knew my entire life. And my god, it's fantastic. It has such a 70s vibe and it looks like he's choking on a piece of juicy fruit. What more does anyone want? Well, I'm not going to go into massive detail on this because I will be doing my own video on these separately. Look, you've got the Alien, Ripley, Kane, Dallas, Ash. None of them look even vaguely like the figures, just like the old figures, like the actors, like the old Star Wars stuff. What more could anyone want? Although Dallas does have a look of Chris Christopherson, I suppose, because of the beard. What we got here? Manipulate teeth to attack. Nope, just looks like he's a Pez dispenser. And his evil brains glow in the dark, just like Piers Morgan. Anyway, that's bloody fantastic. And I was already elevated, on top of the tribble, that's elevated this to the top of the Loot Crate pile, I think, for me. Anyway, I'm going to put that to one side and never open it because I've already opened the other ones I've got. Next up, it looks like science fiction vinyl figure. That's remarkably generic. Who the hell is that? That's Malcolm from... Old Mal Reynolds from Firefly, isn't it? I would assume. It's very stylised, so hard to tell. Obvious Predator. Got the Alien there again, the old Xenomorph. Oh, we've got Spock and his death shovel. Robbie the Robot going on there. Is it the Lost in Space one? No, I think that's Robbie the Robot, isn't it? And, yeah, it is, because it's got hands rather than claws. Oh, God, there's loads of them. It's odd how generic. Loot Crate exclusive. Oh, shit, does that mean we all get the same one? No, it can't do, can it? They wouldn't have all these other ones on there. Right, look for all the rare versions. What have we got then? Right, Xenomorph, Predator, E.T., Mal. Yeah, it is Mal. Look, next to him is Jane. Although the Malcolm there has a pistol, and this one's got a shotgun. Weird. Robbie the Robot, Metallic Xenomorph. We have Tron Bloke, presumably Tron himself. Yes, it is, because I can tell by the little logo. Spock, Robocop. Oh, I've already got a sort of a Robocop in this design, actually. I'll grab it in a second and show you. The Rocketeer, Judge Dredd. Oh, I love all of these things. Mars Attacks, the Metaluna Mutant, or Mutant as they call it in this island Earth. A Predator of some description, and then we've got an Invisible Predator, that's bollocks, and a Glow-in-the-Dark Tron Man, which is fantastic. Well, which one do I want? I have a horrible feeling, judging by this, but all of these will contain the different Malcolm Reynolds, because it doesn't have it on the back. I don't know what I would want. Judge Dredd would be good. I don't know. I like all of them. Problem is, they don't look as if they've got they're very stylised. They don't look like they've got massive heads. So this might be the sort of thing I like. But we shall see very slowly, because this is that slightly difficult to get off polystyrene stuff. And by polystyrene, I mean the other one. Cellophane. That's it. Right. Here we go. And it is... Oh, come on. In a bin bag. Now we're talking. So if you don't like it, you can put it straight back in and throw it out. Right, teeth for the rescue. And... yeah, I predicted correctly. Oh, I was kind of hoping it would be... I mean, it's nice, but the problem is, due to the fact that it's just like he is a bloke with weird triangular fingernails that are metallic, it's kind of... generic, as in I wasn't really sure who it was, despite being quite familiar with Firefly. So, I would have liked one of the more distinctive designs personally, but looks like we're all getting this one. It's Mal Reynolds with hooves and a shotgun and big eyes that look like sunglasses. And it's not bad. I don't mind the stylised style. The head's not as massive in this sort of standard super deformed scheme of things, but it's all right. Yeah, don't mind. One of the better ones, better than the vast majority of bobble-headed freaks we get in these boxes. Still can't believe we got this. Proper bloody head design. Tribble's good as well. Well, this has been great so far, to be brutally honest. What's next? Oh god, there's all sort of papers and guff next. What the hell is this? Right. Like a wad of space notes. Well, it's got Chinese designs, and I'm guessing Firefly again, because there was that was the thing in Firefly, wasn't it? There was a lot of sort of Chinese culture around. So you got 100s and then 500s. So presumably this is money that Malcolm has nicked at some point or something or other. Yeah, it's a nice design on it. Sort of a bit ultimately point. It was an interesting enough thing. I don't recognise the logo, you see, it doesn't help me. But, yeah, I mean, as much as I like Firefly, I don't know if a generic replica of the money is really a thing. Well, I hope that's what it is anyway. If not, I'm going to sound like a right idiot. Pop rocks. Great. Thanks. I suppose they have rocks in space. Is that what they're thinking? Oh, God, what's this? Oh, it's already damaged. Whatever it is, brilliant. Oh, it's just a magnet of no, it isn't asteroids. I'm holding it upside down. What's going on? Oh, I see. It's all Star Wars guff. Look, Millennium Falcon is presumably the player character ship because it's got lives up there. We've got Star Destroyers and TIE Fighters and the big space worm and the asteroid. Well, this is bollocks, frankly, because A, it's not a particularly eye-pleasing design, and B, it'd been much nicer to have had pictures of the actual Vector Star Wars game from back then, which was quite an interesting thing. That's just a bit of a mess. And frankly, I don't care much for it. Oh well, we were doing well up till then. Badge. What is the badge this time? Can't really make it out. I think it's... yeah, like characters looking at the loot crate in the sky, and a power loader from Alien has its arm around Darth Vader. Oh, I've dropped it. Fall into savings. Oh, go on then. What's 5 exclusive deals for loyal looters? Already given you enough money, guys. Don't want to buy things of other people. What else we got? Oh, Galactic Loot Crate Magazine. Oh, yeah. I've just remembered they always do a magazine. Look, here are people with the glasses and stuff. The big one's apparently got a Borg cube fridge to keep all your Borg cubes cool. Oh, Mal Reynolds gun replica. That's quite nifty. Serenity, a lot of Firefly and Serenity stuff going on. I approve, as it is, of course, one of the greatest things ever in the history of all things, until I saw that, and now everything is ruined. Yeah, book. Please don't do these books. Please put the money towards putting cool stuff in. That would be great. Thank you. Good night. A Halo Escalation. I don't know what that is, but it might have a code I want to redeem, so I'm going to look at it off camera. From the lead writer of Halo 4, now an ongoing series. Oh, it's some, looks like oh, digital editions of comics. There we are. First person who sees that can have it. And finally, ooh, I'm guessing poster. Oh my god! Just what nobody wants on their wall. The dreaded Han Solo frozen in carbonite. Sort of Harrison Ford in pain. So if you just watched What Lies Beneath and didn't enjoy it, you can have this on your wall and imagine him looking horrible. Wow, that's a really bizarre thing. It's quite nifty in its way, though. Not particularly high definition if you're picking that up off the camera, but it's a bit sort of ropey. Not as nice as the posters the other month, but not a bad thing in total. And I think that is the lot, isn't it? Yes, that is it. We have only left the box, which they've turned into a sort of display thing going on. And if I'm up on my stuff there, that is the hold of the Serenity, the ship from Firefly. Very, very nifty. Got a little R2 hiding there for an Easter egg. Oh, and is that the Wayland Yutani Corporation from Alien and Aliens? Yep. And Prometheus, apparently. And Konami Code, because that's always on there for some reason. Well, that's quite nice. Obviously, that's to display your figure in. No, that's not really working, is it? But hey, at least they're doing something nice with the boxes. Well, overall, I think for me, that's the best loot crate ever. This is quite interesting. This is clearly the best thing since Sliced Best. Tribble's really nice. I like that. Can't wait to cut that bloody thing off and actually have something nice. I don't mind that. Gotta be honest with you, for this sort of thing, I'm usually quite down on such designs, but yeah, I don't mind it. I would have preferred one of the others. It is odd, actually, how it just says science fiction vinyl figure, and then nothing sort of specific on... Oh, no, wait. And here we have all the copyrights. I was wondering if they were sort of trying to get away with it by saying inspired by. But no, they're all a bit too accurate. And hell, even Spock's got the little Starfleet logo, so that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, very good. Genuinely impressed. Well done. All round. Have a pat on the back. And I am now going to do a massive jump cut where I go and find those little Robocop figures I mentioned earlier. Told you. Yes, I think these were Metzits or something which were popular at some point. So you've got this sort of Robocop one where he's all sort of deformed in that style I hate, and you can pull it to bits and his hat comes off, and Peter Weller looking there a bit upset. Now you may be wondering why I've got these if I don't particularly enjoy the designs. Although it is interesting, to my knowledge this is the only figure of Anne Lewis from Robocop ever made. There was another one of the character Anne Lewis from like Robocop and the Ultra Police, but that's an awful figure from an awful thing. Although frankly this isn't that great either. I think the main problem with it is the ridiculous frickin' expression. Sort of pouting and looking up. Ooh, there's crimes going on in the sky. Absolute nonsense. But anyway, so why the hell did I get them if I didn't like them? Because of course I wanted the Ed 209, which is really nicely done and a far better proportion. And look, its legs move about so it can look like it's dancing. Dun, 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 dun. You have 20 seconds to comply. Bong. That's how vaudeville works. Ah, I do like that. That's going back on the shelf. They're going back in the drawer of shame. And then probably eBay when I get around to it. Speaking of which...